Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So in this video we are going to be reviewing Scooby-Doo Abracadabra Doo, which is definitely one of my favourite Scooby-Doo animated movie films out there. Now even though this movie was released over 10 years ago, it's still one of my favourites as it involves magic. It's got a bit more of a darker horror-based aesthetic to it. It's not that childish. It also introduces Matthew Lillard into the animated Scooby-Doo films. Obviously he was playing Shaggy Rogers in the brilliant live action remakes. So this time he is now finally in the animated world, which is just absolutely brilliant. And it's also airing at the same time as Mystery Incorporated TV series, which definitely has a more adult, longer term storytelling, darker aesthetic to it. So given the fact that this is airing at the same time as that series, you just know that this animated film is going to be absolutely brilliant. And the cast of supporting characters definitely do feel like they've been plucked out of an adventure game, so definitely add a lot more realism to the film as well. And it also does put the characters into some truly terrifying life or death type scenarios. So from a film point of view, I really enjoyed this movie and I cannot wait to break it down for you in this video review. So from a storyline point of view, it's really great as the film starts off by connecting one of the characters from the Mystery Incorporated gang into the mystery, which is really great, as Velma Dinky gets a call from her mother to check up on her sister who is attending Magician's College. When they go over to Magician's College, they find out that there is a real life griffin, which is a giant creature that's a bit of a hybrid of a giant eagle and a lion that is terrorizing all of the students away. There is also a bit of a creepy ice cream seller that wants to buy the Castle Magician's College school at a rock bottom price, as it's not able to fulfill its need of being a school, so can therefore be bought at a rock bottom price. The gang therefore enter this scenario and have to work out why there is a real life griffin terrorizing everyone away, and trying to work out whether or not there is real magic behind this scenario, or if it is a little bit of a situation which is a man behind a mask, or if it's a little bit more of a mysterious scenario in terms of somebody pulling the strings to make it look as if it's got a bit of a magical scenario. So from a storyline point of view, this movie is really strong. So from a cast and characters point of view, honestly, the casting of Scooby-Doo Abracadabra Doo was absolutely brilliant. Don't let the title mislead you into thinking this is a bit of a kids film. It's actually pretty wicked, and the casting in this film are really cool. So let's go through them one by one. So first up we have Velma Dinkley, who's definitely the main narrative lead in this film. Obviously they're going to this magician's castle because her sister is part of the magician's college over there, so she is definitely driving it from a storyline point of view. We then actually have Velma's sister, who's called Madeline, who has a bit of a crush on brave Shaggy, so that's a really interesting storyline that they explore over there. Scooby-Doo is actually genuinely funny in this movie. He's not stupid funny, he's properly funny in this film, which is really great. Fred has a bit of a crush on the assistant magician, which is making Daphne really jealous, which is a really interesting dynamic between those two characters. And then we have the additional characters for this movie special who are absolutely brilliant in their own right as well. First up we have Merlin, who is the brilliant magician lead and the leader of this school, and he is a brilliant character who's able to use magical powers for the illusion purpose, and then you don't know whether it's real or whether it's not real. We then have his brother, who does a lot of behind the scenes stuff and isn't necessarily the face of the school like his brother Merlin is. We then have Calvin Curdles, who is the ice cream owner that wants to take over the school for his ice cream empire, who is a brilliant, slimy, sinister type of character who definitely adds the villain human side really well. We then have the groundskeeper, who you can't really trust, and he has some mysterious conversations with the Calvin Curdles character and definitely feels like he is plucked out of a video game, which is absolutely brilliant. We then have the two non-human villain type characters, which is the Griffin, which is the brilliant eagle lion creature that is causing a lot of chaos to everyone. And then we also have a Banshee as well, who is on this mysterious island that kind of follows the gang and is definitely screaming in terror for them. So from a cast and characters point of view, Abracadabra Doo is absolutely awesome. So from a visuals point of view, Abracadabra Doo is actually really good. The visuals look super impressive. It has a lot more of a darker, more realistic tone to it. They also revert back to the guys' original costumes, So that's really, really nice to see. Now, whilst the visuals aren't necessarily the most modern in terms of the aesthetic look, I feel like it works really, really well in terms of the world that they're creating. It definitely feels, like I said before, a lot more horror-based. And I just feel like this works really, really well for the Scooby-Doo franchise. So from a visuals point of view, this movie special is absolutely awesome. So from a comparison point of view, this movie definitely marked the first time that they went back to the Zombie Island, kind of more horror-based, more realistic style, which is absolutely brilliant. And I think as a result, it's actually a really, really strong movie and a lot better than, you know, Scooby-Doo, Frank and Creepy, Camp Scare, Return to Zombie Island, Curse of the 13th Ghost. I wouldn't say it's as great as Zombie Island was. That was definitely an iconic, brilliant movie. And it also isn't as good as Scooby Natural. But that being said, it is a lot better than every other Scooby-Doo animated movie. And as a result, it's definitely one of the best and it's definitely one to watch if you haven't seen it already. So overall, I'm sure you can tell, I really enjoyed Scooby-Doo Abracadabra Doo. I absolutely loved all the magical side of things. I loved the horror-based scenarios that they were in. I loved the cast and characters. I thought the setting was really, really great. And I really liked all of the mystery and kind of all of that solving, and the final reveal was really, really great as well. I do feel like Scooby-Doo is definitely at its best when it properly takes on the horror comedy route, as this is definitely where the movie and the show definitely shines. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give Scooby-Doo Abracadabra Doo a solid 7.5 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.